Alright, welcome back, guys. This is episode 3 of the exhaust on the Black Widow. And we're getting ready to remove the old exhaust system. Oh, I'm trying to save. Oh, fuck. That hurt. I just cracked my head. Damn. Oh, give me a second, guys. Damn, that hurt. Okay. Oh, as you can see, these exhaust clamps are pretty rusty. I'm trying to save them. I want to reuse them. That's the only one that's really in that bad of shape. These ones I just put on there not that long ago because I added that small section of pipe right there because it had fell apart and it is getting ready to fall apart. Right here, there's actually a rust hole on top right there. You guys can see. Sorry about it doesn't want to focus for some reason. But we're going to remove the old exhaust. We're going to unbolt all these clamps, try to pull it apart, and then we're going to come up here. Let me get these tools out of the way so I can slide up over here and show you. Up here, where the Y pipe bolts to the mid pipe, we're going to unbolt it there, and then we just got to unbolt the Y pipe. Now, in order to get the Y pipe out, you need to remove the cross member right here, transmission cross member. So that's pretty simple. It's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts on the other side over there, and then 2 trans mount bolts right here on the bottom. And then we'll jack the trans up a little bit, get the tension off of here, and pull the cross member out, and then we can pull the Y pipe out. So stay tuned. I'll be back here in a few seconds with you. So just real quick, trying to spray these clamps with penetrating oil and using my little torch obviously was unsuccessful. As you can see, they're all broken, including that one. Oh well, we buy new clamps. So we decided to just cut all 3 of the hangers, the one in the mid pipe, the one going over the rear axle, and then the one on the tailpipe. And now she's just kind of dangling there swinging. You can see her swinging. And now you can get a better idea of the shape this exhaust was in right there. So we're going to pull her out now. So the exhaust is off. So we're going to give you guys a little taste of how she sounds. This is with the Y pipe with the cats still on it. These cats are not gutted. This is before I put the Y pipe on with the gutted cats. A little smoky. Alright guys, so this is the gutted Y pipe, and the plugs for the O2 sensors are different on the upstream ones. So and this one's broken anyways. So we're gonna pull the ones out of the Y pipe that we pulled out of the truck, which is up there on the bench right now, and then pull these ones out of this one so we can put the other ones into this one. Also, I wanted to show you when you I remember I told you you had to pull the cross member. Now, instead of jacking it up on the pan, I just jacked it up on the tail shaft and drive shaft right there with a block of wood, and then I took both the bolts out on the passenger side and only one bolt out on the driver's side. Just left the other one in and just dropped this one side, and the Y pipe came right out. I had to heat up every single one of the studs on the manifolds to break these loose. Plan on using a torch to get it loose. My little MAP gas torch worked just fine. Also, another problem that happens with them is they have a tendency to snap off, and then you have to take the manifold off the side of the motor and re-drill and tap and put new studs in. Luckily, I got lucky. Hopefully, I'll get lucky with the O2 sensors too. So we're going to go ahead and pull those out next. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so here's the old Y pipe that was in it. This is the stock one. And they are slightly different. This one's got a slight indentation on the top of it. And then the bottom is flat. Definitely slightly different. The other one didn't line up perfectly, but I got it in there. I ended up being lucky with the O2 sensors, and they all came out with no problem. Two of them I had to heat up. I got the old ones out of the old one right here. They're still good, so we're going to save them. I'll show you. Here's the Y pipe is already installed, and the transmission cross member is already bolted back up. As you can see, the other one hung lower. I don't know if you noticed that, and I don't know if you could see that in the other video. I didn't really pay close attention to it, but the other one hung down lower. It was flush with the bottom of this. That's why it was flat. This one sits a lot higher, and it's resting slightly on the cross member here. I just put a small dimple in it, indented it with a hammer, and it's kind of close to the drive shaft over there on the other side, but it clears, so we should be good. So all the O2 sensors are bolted in and everything, so plugged in. So let's go ahead and we'll be back in a minute to show you what it sounds like. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the camera way over here. I don't want it to drone or drown out the mic or whatever, the mic crackle, so we'll see how it sounds. Alright guys, so I kind of just got busy on this thing and just finished it up. Nothing really seems to be lining up correctly. It's not quite right. The exhaust kind of hits right there. This is just self-tapped together. I need to go to the parts store and get some more parts, and then it's got self-tappers in there. But the whole system's on. I just have to replace this section of pipe. I'm going to go to the parts store in a little while and get a brand new section of pipe and some clamps and some adapters and do it correctly. So, but it's all in there. So let's see how it sounds. No.
I'll be in the backyard.